So, imagine waking up in the middle of the night and discovering that every child in your neighborhood has disappeared. Not one, not two, almost all of them. No explanation, no warning, no clues, just gone. Yeah, welcome to Weapons. This isn't the kind of horror movie that throws monsters at you every 5 minutes. Instead, it does something far worse. It makes you ask questions and then refuses to answer them right away. The story begins in a quiet suburban town where life is about as exciting as watching paint dry. People know their neighbors, kids go to school, parents worry about bills. Everything feels all normal. At least, until one terrifying night changes everything. At exactly the same time, several children leave their homes, not kidnapped, not dragged away. They simply get out of bed, walk outside, and disappear into the darkness. Just like that. The next morning, chaos erupts. Parents are panicking. Police are confused. News crews arrive. And nobody had the slightest idea what happened. Imagine trying to explain this to the authorities. Officer, my child just got up and walked away. Okay, where did they go? I have absolutely no idea. Not exactly helpful, right? As the investigation begins, the movie introduces us to several characters whose lives become connected by the tragedy. It's a devastated parent searching for answers, a teacher struggling to understand why so many students vanished, law enforcement officers trying desperately to make sense of impossible evidence, and ordinary town people slowly realizing that something deeply disturbing is happening beneath the surface of their community. At first, everyone assumes there must be a logical explanation, right? Maybe it's a kidnapping, maybe it's a coordinated prank, maybe someone organized a mass runaway. But the deeper investigations dig, the stranger things become, right? Stranger things. Security cameras capture bizarre footage. Witnesses report unusual events. Stories begin to contradict one another. Every answer creates three new questions, and the mystery only grows darker. What makes Weapons so effective is its atmosphere. The movie constantly makes you feel uneasy, even during quiet scenes, especially during quiet scenes, like that. You know that feeling when your house suddenly becomes too quiet at night and you start hearing every little creak. This movie captures that feeling perfectly. The tension is so relentless. The audience is never allowed to relax because every time you think you have figured out what's happening, the story takes another unexpected turn. The film slowly reveals the disappearance may be connected to events that happened years earlier. Secrets buried within the town begin surfacing. Old mistakes, hidden guilt, long forgotten tragedies. Suddenly, this isn't just a missing person case anymore. It's something much bigger, something older, something far more terrifying. The characters become obsessed with uncovering the truth. Some are driven by grief, others by guilt, others simply by fear. And honestly, fear is doing a lot of heavy lifting in this movie. Because if dozens of children vanished from your town overnight, you'll probably be sleeping in every light in the house turned on to, right? As the mystery deepens, the film explores themes of loss, responsibility, and the things people choose to hide from one another. Everyone seems to find a piece of the puzzle, but no one knows the real picture. And that's what makes the story so compelling. The audience becomes a detective. Every conversation matters, every clue matters, every strange detail matters. You are constantly trying to connect the dots. And trust me, the movie enjoys watching you struggle. The performance helps sell the emotional weight of the story. Parents feel genuinely heartbroken. Investigators feel genuinely frustrated. And the town itself starts to feel like a character. A place filled with secrets that don't want you to stay buried. Then comes the horror. Not just the jump scare kind, the psychological kind. The kind that crawls into your brain and stays there. The kind that makes you stare at the ceiling after the whole movie ends. The film doesn't rely on excessive violence. Instead, it weaponizes uncertainty. The unknown becomes the real monster. Because sometimes, what's scarier than seeing the monster is not knowing if one exists at all. As the story races towards its climax, the remaining pieces finally begin falling into place. The truth behind the disappearances starts emerging. And it's not what everyone expected. Characters are forced to confront painful realities. Difficult choices must be made, and the answers come at a devastating cost. By the final act, the tension reaches its breaking point. Every clue, every mystery, every emotional wound, everything collides. And when the truth finally arrives, it hits like a freight train. The ending leaves audience with plenty to think about, not just because of what happened, but because of what it means. Because beneath the horror, Weapons is really a story about fear. The fear of losing loved ones, the fear of not knowing the truth, and the fear that some questions may never have comforting answers. It's chilling, it's emotional, it's unsettling. And it's exactly the kind of movie that stays with you long after the credits roll. Because sometimes the scariest thing isn't a monster hiding in the dark. It's waking up and realizing the people you love are no longer there. And that, my friends, is Weapons, a haunting mystery where every answer comes with a price and every secret hides deeper meaning. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.